In A-level physics, projectile motion is not about memorizing equations. It's all about using the right one at the right moment. Here's a typical A-level physics exam question. Pause the video and give this a try. Ready for the answer? Let's have a look. A particle projected from ground level with speed 20 meters per second at an angle of 30 degrees above the horizontal. Air resistance is negligible. G is 9.8 meters per second squared. Calculate the maximum height. So the question is to find the h. Now we are going to write the equation from A to B in the upward direction. So the initial velocity here is the component of this 20 but acting in the vertical direction. So obviously that is 20 sine 30. So we know that is 10. V is 0 because it comes to a rest momentarily at point B, and A is negative 9.8, and the question is to find the S. So the formula is V squared equals U squared plus 2AS. 0 squared is equal to 10 squared plus 2 times negative 9.8, and S is h. So we get the height as 5.1 meters. So for part A, the maximum height reached by the particle is 5.1 meters. Part B, determine the horizontal range of the projectile. So the question is to find D. Now to do that, we are going to write the equation velocity is equal to displacement over time in the horizontal direction. So this is the only formula I can write because the horizontal velocity is constant. So none of the acceleration formulae work for that because there's no resultant force in the horizontal direction and it's at a constant velocity, and the constant component here is 20 cos 30. Now to find the value of D, I should multiply the horizontal component of the velocity by the total time taken. So V is 20 cos 30 multiplied by the time. Now I need to find the time from A to B and then double it so I get the total time, because the time it takes from A to B and then B to C is the same. The horizontal motion happens throughout the full 2t time. Now to find that, we need to write V is equal to U plus AT in the upward direction from A to B. So I know my final velocity at B is 0 in the vertical direction. U is 10. A is negative 9.8 t. So t here is 10 divided by 9.8 seconds. Now remember, this is the time for the green region. However, the total time is twice that, so I need to do 2 times 10 divided by 9.8. So I get the displacement as 35.3 meters. Part C. At a point during the motion, the particle is at a height of 5 meters above the ground. Calculate the magnitude of the velocity. So they are not asking the direction, just the magnitude. Now where do we see this? So we know the maximum height is 5.1. So 5 meters is a point slightly below that, like that. Now we can clearly see the object is at a height of 5 meters in 2 places in its motion. So we can use any one of these 2 points to find the magnitude of the velocity. Now the velocity here is in a tangential direction like this. Let's call this one capital V. So how do we find that? Obviously we need to take the horizontal component, which I know as 20 cos 30, and the vertical component, and we have to work that out. Let's call it V1, and this point I'm going to call it point D. So from A to D, we know U in the vertical direction is 20 sine 30, which is 10. A is negative 9.8, and we know the height is 5 meters, and I need to find V. So obviously the formula is V squared equals U squared plus 2AS. So let's substitute the values. So V1 squared is equal to 10 squared plus 2 times negative 9.8 multiplied by 5. So we get V1 as root 2 meters per second. Let's get a cleaner diagram of this situation here. Now this is what happens at point D. The horizontal component is 20 cos 30, which is 10 root 3. Vertical component is V1, and we work this out as root 2. So obviously I can use Pythagoras here. So I get the magnitude of V, and the answer here is 17.4 meters per second. Done.